There is one AFL team who are looking like a chance to become not just a new premiership contender this year, but to also possibly become a dynasty. That is the Adelaide Crows. Since the bye, the Crows have been playing some really good football. They've had famous wins over Geelong and at 9-goal first quarter against the Western Bulldogs. Great things are coming to the Crom. This Crows team could be a great chance to win their first premiership since 1998. It's been a long time since Adelaide last won a premiership. There's one coming just around the corner for the Crom. But for the sake of this Dynasty Challenge, it's not just to win an AFL Premiership or even an SANFL, possibly also maybe an SANFL Premiership and an AFLW Premiership in one season. If we're lucky. The SANFL, I think the SANFL must have made some pretty good signings themselves. Let's say at least simulate to the first SANFL game of the season. Don't think the new blokes who come across have came over yet. The SANFL. It might come over in the mid-season draft potentially if they don't get picked. Anyways, let's simulate right through to May, which is when we have this mid-year draft. Well, if it weren't for the injuries, this would have been our real life record come round 10. Whether it would have been 10 and zip or 9 and 1. It was unlucky for the Crows SANFL side. But they fell victim to the mid-season draft. How did we lose to Geelong? The game we won in real life? At home? We lost to Fremantle. That means we're 20 and 2. Last game we got the Giants. Last game in home and away rounds. We won by 56 points. Oh no, we got an injury to Jaden Bevel. That's a hammy. Good win in the qualifying final against Melbourne. Let's turn off injuries for the rest of the final series. So we can't afford to have anyone injured for the grand final. But in fairness, the same thing might happen to the opposition. Oh no, we got no Draper, no Tex. Got Ruckman out with calf strains. Worrell's out with a bulging disc. In time for the prelim, I think we got Got a few back. We've got Archie, Bevel, Nankervis. These guys are back. Solly. We've got Solly on the bench. AKA Jake Saligo. We've got to get we've got to get Sir Casey back in the lineup. Make Phil Thorpe the backup ruck for McAndrew. McAndrew's been great as our main ruckman since his debut in round 1. We'll have to go put Neil Bullen in instead of Ryan. We'll put Michelani on the team. Neil Bullen to put Fogarty on the bench. Well, it's us to lose. We beat Fremantle on the prelim. Well, this could be Adelaide's premiership. As we got the first of, well, what should be 4 grand finals. 3 days early, 5-star, 5-star, 3 days after, 5-star. We need to have the best 5-star experience ahead of the grand final against Geelong. Look at that, we don't have anyone injured. For the granny. Anyways, we've got the granny against the Fremantle against the Geelong Cats. Well, we got the SANFL Premiership all but wrapped up as well. Whereas Jake Saligo won the Jack Oney medal. We won the tag. Got to put Bez on Dangerfield. He loves to verse the Crows. He loves playing against Adelaide. We'll make either Dawson or Bevel the spare man. Going to make Dawson the captain. We're going to need a 99 rated Braden Cook. It's almost full of 99s. Let's make Broadwood the backup ruck so Phil Thorpe can cook up forward. Anyways, we'll hand you over to Anthony Hudson and the crew for the first of the grand finals.
Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're live from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Adelaide and Geelong. These two teams have outlasted everybody. They've overcome obstacles and proved themselves to be the best two teams in the comp. But nobody wants second prize. And out they come, led by their skipper.
Well, this game, this grand final, would be the Riley Farmer decision game. If he's looking to leave St Kilda at season's end, whether he wants to go to Geelong or go to Adelaide.
I'm joined by Daniel Harford. Great to have you along, Harf. How do you see this one unfolding?
Thanks, Hutto. I've tipped the Crows. I think they'll do this comfortably. It may be close at half-time, but I think they'll power away after that, as we've seen them do a number of times this year.
Thanks, Harf. The umpire and the two captains are ready for the toss. The Crows were 1 from 8 at Cardinia Park when they played the Cats there in round 17, 2002. After a series of momentum shifts, Mark Rasciuto put the Crows 9 points up with 2.5 minutes remaining before James Kelly goaled for the Cats inside the final minute. The Crows were able to hold on for a famous three-point win, sparking animated celebrations from their coach Gary Ayres, who compared notes with some of the Cats fans in none too subtle fashion. The final scores were 15-3-93 to 12-18-90. The noise is incredible. The stadium is heaving. Time to play. Edwards wins the first ruck contest. Dangerfield, Holmes, Clark. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. That's a fine mark in the back pocket, and they might have dodged a bullet. Tidy ball. Good work rate. Looking to hit up the short option. Curtin has charged into space. He might have thought about the corridor. Rankin under pressure. Errant handball, and they've turned it over. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Edwards punches it out of the ruck. Taken to ground. We will do it all again. Edwards wins it. Clark. He's copped some of his own medicine. The pressure is intense. We'll have yet another stoppage. Punch clear. Good ruck work and good roving too. Berry straight in the back. Simple decision for the umpire. Going for territory. That's a great hit up. Just needs an accurate kick now.
To finish off the good work.
For the first goal of the grand final. Listen to the roar.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The Crows on the board early. Edwards palms it down. Dangerfield. The kick was misdirected. Neat little worm burner. Rankin might be just outside his range. Rochelle outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
They get full value for a deep entry.
It doesn't matter who you are, it's always good to get an early one on the board.
The Crows by 2 goals. Edwards palms it down. Dangerfield. Clark. He didn't break stride. Holmes gets the kick away. Nicolani takes a potentially goal-saving mark on the last line of defence. Who's front and centre? McAndrew. The Crows are playing some great footy. Stanley desperate to win it back. They need a spark. Bennett has it now on centre wing. They are looking hot early. Brown. That's good work rate. Searching kick. Berry can run into an open goal. Golden opportunity here.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
Touch and go. It's go.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
Three on the trot, and a good start has become a great one. Edwards smashes it out of there.
Pushing and paid. What's he got on offer?
Normally delivers. Polkinghorn drives it inside the forward 50. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. The Crows look sharp early. Martin says thank you very much. That's a useful ball. But he's so clean with the footy. O'Sullivan trying to bring the Crummers into play. McAndrew. Bennett goes laterally. Holmes read it well on centre wing and can pump them back into attack. Close. It's a tough game. Gets his kick despite the heat. Thought his way through it. McAndrew. Dangerous to leave on his own. You can see their confidence growing. Neil Bullen works hard to present. That's a good option, and this looks promising. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Neame went bang. Heads for home. That was never missing.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
You can't win a grand final in the first quarter, but you can lose one.
He ran into a brick wall. Saligo. The Cats might need plan B soon. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. It's no place for the faint-hearted. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. McAndrew gets his hand to it. Greenwood. Great tackling technique there. Punch clear. Saligo just had to get it out. Navigated the traffic. Turned over. Greenwood. You have to love the commitment.
Got right at his back. That's a free.
Lowers the eyes. Laird pushes into space and receives the footy.
They're on point so far.
Henry clears the area. Holmes. He's set upon.
He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing.
Edwards wins it. Smith. Can he be the fire starter? Keys intercepts on centre wing. Fogarty in the centre square. The Crows
are playing like winners.
Neame tries to spike it out of the danger zone. De Koning decides to go towards full forward. Stanley is a rock in defence. Careful with the kick. O'Sullivan with a chance to run. And they're away. Greenwood wins it back. Great mark. Probing ball. Defence 101 there. Guthrie. He's been dispossessed. O'Sullivan on a lead. Doesn't often waste it. Edwards. Holmes. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Greenwood with the big fist. Clark fighting hard. Martin. Henry demanded the footy and got it.
To inject some life into this contest.
There goes the kick. It's online, and they've got their first in the grand final.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. Smith, a model of consistency. Mullen, he's kicked it the wrong way. It must be his birthday. Saligo, Bennett, Curtin, Greenwood. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Rochelle has it within range.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
He's looking ominous already. There might just be a bag on offer today.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Smith leading from the front.
That can't not be a free.
Good-looking kick. No one can mark.
The fans will be happy to see this.
Holmes. It hasn't quite got the wheels. All calm.
Doing what he does best. No easy exit. The crowd cries ball, and they get their wish.
It's a hot footy today. Would be an understatement to say they need this.
Big opportunity here. He puts it away, and they're 6 points richer.
Can that ignite them? They haven't been playing great footy, but gee, they're not out of this.
The Cats are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Dangerfield, another goal, and they'll believe. He's stopped in his tracks. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Edwards palms it down. Clark, he's run into trouble. He's besieged. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Crows are certainly looking the better side, but they'd love to give themselves a bit more breathing space here.
Smith, Dangerfield, Clark, he'll work all day. They're playing for keeps.
The Cats are hanging in there, but they probably need the next goal, really.
McAndrew wins the hit out. Saligo.
The Cats haven't started at all how they'd have wanted to, but if they get the next goal, then there won't have been much damage done.
Who can get the clearance? Clark, Mullen.
They are hunting the ball carrier.
The Cats haven't been able to achieve any rhythm in their ball movement just yet. That'll be key for them.
McAndrew looking for territory. What a first term they're having. Neil Bullen. That one was always his. Henry is there to save the day. Ignoring the corridor for now. Quality delivery by foot. Polkinghorn has found some space. Clark, he put himself in the line of fire. Dangerfield. Stengel with a chance to send it forward. Edwards, that's a give up. You can't question his commitment. Greenwood mops that one up. Stengel, Cameron, desperate defence. The umpire will have it. Edwards, the winner there. Dangerfield, they really need this. He's equal to the task.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
The Cats have made inroads. Just when they looked in trouble. Good ruck work. They're all over them early. Keys spills out in the tackle. Bennett. And the kick inside 50 lets them down. That's skillful. He's hit up the lead. A chance to clear now. Mullen, how will the umpire see this? Look at the space he's got to work with. Some indirect ball movement here. It's come unstuck. Thilthorpe working hard and being rewarded. Alarm bells are ringing. Inside 50 with the kick. Good disciplined defence. Brown. The Crows with a fast start, but plenty of work still to do. It's quarter time.
Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Crows' efficiency is really standing out. They've had fewer disposals and they're losing the clearance count, but they've still found a way to be in front thanks to some quality ball use. That may be difficult to sustain, so they'll look to get down and dirty in the second term and ram home their scoreboard advantage.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Edwards showing his skills. Smith, Cameron, marks it centre half forward. Clark, Polkinghorn, gets on the end of it. That's great footy. Mullen, can he hit a target? Punched away. Martin, it's in good hands now. He struck it well. It's a goal.
If they can continue to move the ball like that, they'll be hard to stop.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home.
Saligo, Berry, just shoveled it out. He's wrapped up. Bennett, all alone in the centre square. Searching kick.
He could have blazed away, but he's done the team thing.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's the right man to have it, and he's delivered.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Crows have got it out to 2 goals. The big men fly. Smith, Dangerfield. He'll be sore in the morning, and we will do it all again. McAndrew showing his skills. Saligo, Berry in the right spot. Greenwood, strong grab.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
Well, he owes them one, and he's just not good enough.
He's off. The Cats might be about to start something. Stanley, all on his own, honours the lead. Holmes makes position, chips to half-back. O'Sullivan can keep it moving. Stengel, Stanley, to no one in particular. Kicks to space.
Sloppy disposal and a turnover. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken.
Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Solid tackle.
Stoppage coming up on the wing.
Edwards got his palm to it. Clark, Mullen, he doesn't waste many. That's well played. This ought to end in a goal. They've got them on the overlap.
The kick was centimetre perfect.
He's batting at 100% so far.
Big chance here. They need it, but he's missed.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Looking for a quick transition.
Good thinking and good execution too. Keys working hard and presenting well. Waiting for someone to come at him. It's a bad mistake. Henry is in a better position.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Can he bend this through? Yes, he can.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
One kick game again.
Rucks go at it. Just had to get it out. Saligo, penetrating ball. Brown is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
It's so important to be efficient in front of goal, especially when it's tight on the scoreboard.
The assignment is simple, and he makes no mistake.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The Crows with a steadying goal. Edwards looking for territory. Dangerfield. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Greenwood uses the body well.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
The equivalent of dropping a dolly of a catch in cricket. No good.
No time like the present.
Stanley works hard to present.
Neat little worm burner.
That could be a goal-saving tackle.
He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly.
Edwards showing his skills. Smith. O'Sullivan.
Straight in the back. Simple decision for the umpire.
Clever kick. They're moving the footy well here. He's been quiet. Cameron had his name written all over it. He's had little impact so far. This is good ball movement. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Uses the non-preferred. Polkinghorn. Pounces.
Easy decision. The tackle was above the shoulders.
Neame, Peatling, read it well on centre wing and can pump them back into attack. Doesn't often waste it. Who's front and centre?
Berry. He'll pump them into attack once more.
Curtin, you have to love the commitment. Stanley gets to it first. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Brown. That's a shocker.
A good tackle there. Forced him into the mistake.
The Cats are out of trouble. Stanley, what a hand pass. O'Sullivan. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato.
How's it look down there, Gaz?
Both coaches would be concerned about how easily the opposition midfielders are moving the footy at times.
McAndrew with a deft tap. Saligo.
Berry. He's miscued that one.
Missed the target by a long way.
He's generally a good kick. McAndrew.
Big tackle laid. They're tackling with great intent.
McAndrew palms it down. Saligo.
They cannot keep him quiet.
Stanley gathers. The Crows have denied them the corridor. Dangerfield got to the right position and hung on. Saligo intercepts on centre wing. Berry, he makes it look easy. Bennett. Sloppy disposal and we'll have a throw in.
The Cats haven't been efficient enough with ball in hand. They've had much more of the footy, but they still trail.
Who can get the clearance? Dangerfield. Edwards under pressure. Clark normally delivers. Well played. Keeps it low. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Ignoring the corridor for now. Myers has found some space. Close. Great hands there. The defence has fallen down. Blitzars drops into the hole and marks.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
When that first one goes through the middle, it really helps to clear your mind of niggling little doubts and anxieties.
Goal for goal. Good close match unfolding. The two big men do battle. Berry can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Mullen hacking it forward. Cameron, dangerous to leave on his own. Can he find a teammate? Bounced straight off his chest. Dangerfield. Henry. He's kicked it like an arrow.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Crows by a point. Edwards with the tap. Dangerfield. Smith. Henry couldn't hold it under pressure. Knew the tackle was coming. It's not a fair fight. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Rucks go at it. Saligo. Holmes accepted the invitation. Can he hit a target? The kick's astray and out of bounds.
Good close match this, with no sign yet that either side is going to crack.
Edwards wins it. Dangerfield. Holmes goes goalward and he's off target.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
Looking for a quick transition.
What can they muster from the back half? Taking time to assess the options. Dawson, butts, tidy ball. That is very charitable. Key contest coming up. Paul Khan takes an egg. Excellent grab. Conservative kick. Stripped to the footy. Saligo. Berry. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Manages to find a teammate. Cook. De Koning. Clears the area. Guthrie. They've put themselves under pressure. Dawson. Thilthorpe. Working hard and being rewarded. That's skillful. Curtin is in the clear and marks uncontested.
The Crows with a late chance.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
They've hit the front for the first time today. Can they go on with it now?
The Crows have responded to the challenge. Edwards with a deft tap. Smith, good tackle.
No way through there, and they'll reset.
The two big men do battle. Berry, Bennett, kicks to space. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite.
The Cats might be behind on the scoreboard, but they're giving a very good account of themselves.
Edwards showing his skills. Smith, might be time for one more score here. Peatling saves the day again. Rochelle on a lead. What's he got on offer? Probing ball. Stanley making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Bennett, just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up. Blitzars onto it. Attracted a crowd. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. The halftime siren sounds, and the players will retreat to the rooms with lots to contemplate.
Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
Everywhere you look, there are great contests and players putting their bodies on the line. The game may open up once fatigue sets in, but so far these teams have been able to close down each other's space consistently, forcing long kicks, contests and turnovers. It's an absorbing match.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway.
Important clearance here. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Edwards with a deft tap. Smith, he'll be sore in the morning. We'll have yet another stoppage.
This match will probably be decided by who can be cleaner with the footy.
Edwards wins it down. They've got good chemistry, those two. Clark, Smith. It's a tough game.
They're tackling with venom today.
The Crows are arguably in front on the scoreboard because they've been more efficient with the footy.
Smith, he just keeps racking up disposals. Stengel outbodied his opponent and took a ripper.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Stengel, can he inspire his team? You bet he can.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The Cats on the board first after half-time. The two big men do battle. Dangerfield thought his way through it. Stengel. Gets to the front spot.
Just a question of whether the lead will be 6 points or 1.
Drop punt looks good. He's got it.
That's a simple shot in most circumstances, but in a tight grand final, the pressure is immense, and he's stared it down.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. He's been accosted. Saligo takes the hand pass. Khan, you asked for it, you got it. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. McAndrew, a rare win. Smith. Holmes. Who's at home? Henry has it within range.
To finish off the good work.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Gee, he'll be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
He's off. It's not been his day, that's for sure. Quality delivery by foot. Saligo can keep it moving. Taking time to assess the options. Rankin in the clear. Bennett all on his own. Well-weighted kick. Miller marks on centre wing. Doesn't often waste it. Neil Bullen. This is good footy. They've picked their way through. Punched away. Guthrie. That's not ideal. You can't afford to do that too often. They're a big chance here. Guthrie with the big fist. Greenwood. Got to get rid of it. Quick snap is off target.
Sometimes, the less said, the better.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Stanley. That's a useful ball. Smith presents in space. Clever kick. O'Sullivan. Blasts away. Oh, what about that for a mark? Can they keep the footy this time? Dawson. He's outmarked two of them. Honours the lead. Picking their way through. Brown can go back and shoot at goal.
I reckon someone got caught ball watching then. You've got to be switched on at all times.
He can draw them level if he's accurate. Oh, into the woodwork it goes. And the margin is 5. Looking for a quick transition. Can they get it forward this time? He's generally a good kick. They're moving the footy well here. Tries a safe ball. Decides to go. Henry. No one can mark. That's a bruising tackle. They've bottled it up.
2 runs, please.
Edwards. It's a masterclass in ruck work. Smith. The Cats are good with their hands. Khan dealt with the pressure. Turned over. You have to be tough to play this game. Great tackling technique there. Edwards has had his measure today. Clark. Henry with an opportunity. Holmes. Edwards gets to the drop and they'll get the goal in the end.
This would give them some breathing space.
Touch and go. It's go!
They've risen to the challenge and are playing inspired football.
The Cats with a break now. Now. McAndrew wins it out of the centre. Berry. Dawson. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Blitzers. Got a fist in. Runs towards goal and slams it through for a 6-pointer.
They've been guilty of some questionable decision-making today, but not on that occasion. That was much better footy.
Hey Harvey, it's called that the South Adelaide boys came to train at your club.
The goals are coming thick
And we
and
cheers the
fast. This
Yankalilla
is great
Tigers.
to watch. Big clearance to win here. Smith absorbs the pressure. And we will do it all again. They might as well not have a run. Has to be clean. Cook! That one was always his. Looking to get it down there quickly. Good disciplined defence. Guthrie. Advantage paid. And away they go. Boot to ball just in time. Holmes should be able to get them out of trouble. Myers. Dangerous to leave on his own. Clark has charged into space. They're moving the footy quickly. It's a poor inside 50. Normally delivers. He's hit up the lead. Slowing it down. They continue to be careless with the ball. Searching kick. Stengel got to the right position and hung on.
He's got off the chain and is threatening to be the match winner.
Stengel with 3 now.
He's playing his role to perfection. He's working hard to present and he's kicking goals, but he's also been excellent defensively.
The Cats are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Edwards, just for something different. Smith, that's well played. Some indirect ball movement here. Miller, great hands there. Good looking kick. Thilthorpe has found some space. Can he hit a target? Brown. The assignment is simple and he makes no mistake.
Great team goal. They keep playing like that. They won't be behind for long.
This is a ding-dong battle. Both sides unrelenting in their attack on the footy. Greenwood competing fiercely. He's wrapped up. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Kicks inside the forward 50. Chance gone begging. Guthrie is calm in a crisis. Martin manages to find a teammate. He's had little impact so far. Who's front and centre? Berry farms it out. Michelletti.
A clumsy tackle and the promising build-up comes to nothing.
Bennett. Michelletti. Handballs it to nobody. Berry. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Peatling. Poor disposal keeps letting them down. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Holmes in the clear on centre wing. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Peatling felt the pressure there. Dangerfield wins it back. Great mark.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
It was no secret they needed to quell his influence, but they haven't been able to do it. He's had his way with them.
There's a long way to go, but we might just be watching a grand final for the ages.
Greenwood reads the tap well. Keys with a chance to run. Dawson, good thinking and good execution too. Can he impose himself on the match? Neame, it's no place for the faint-hearted. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Edwards,
He's worth his weight in gold.
Smith, that's commitment to the cause. No free kick and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Edwards gets his hand to it. Smith, Dangerfield.
Neame, the team physios will be working overtime.
We'll have another ball up.
It's been a free-flowing game so far. Both sides would like to better restrict each other's ball movement, though.
Bennett, it's a desperate tackle. He's drawn a crowd. The umpire says he had no prior.
It's been a quality game so far. Lots of opportunities for both sides to hit the scoreboard.
Berry, this is great pressure footy. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Crows have got to start roving to the opposition ruckman because he's dominant.
Clark, out of the congestion. Dangerfield. Which way will it bounce? Myers needs a good decision. Greenwood in the right spot at the right time. He's set upon.
The umpire says you had opportunity.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
Well played.
I've liked his game today.
Henry working hard and being rewarded. Drives it inside the forward 50. It's a bad mistake. Conservative kick. Bennett with a chance to relieve the pressure. Can he find a teammate? The Crows are out of trouble. Ignoring the corridor for now. They've opened them up here. Tidy ball. Greenwood has found some space. Great play. Stanley.
They must be sick of the sight of that.
Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The Cats up by 5 points. Edwards.
It's been a mighty performance.
Dangerfield. Smith met solidly. We turn for home with an upset well and truly on the cards. Can these spirited underdogs hold on?
Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
A grand final in the balance at three-quarter time. Exactly what we hoped for. We analyse statistics and game plans a great deal, of course, but to some extent that goes out the window now because it really becomes about finding one last huge effort, no matter how exhausted you might be feeling.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Greenwood, you can't question his commitment. Dawson goes long. Blitzers went bang. Brown squeezes the kick. Keys, ball spills free in the tackle. Holmes didn't need to be asked twice. Going for territory. Greenwood making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. McAndrew, Peatling. Goes very wide. Berry is the man on the spot and he's marked.
It's not a gimme goal, but certainly one that should be kicked.
Snap around the body. It's there.
He has produced one of the individual performances of the season.
Hopefully Tony Modric makes a speedy recovery and gets well soon.
It's a grand final from the top draw. McAndrew slaps it out. Berry throws it on the boot. Keys only knows one way.
The fans will be happy to see this. The lift doors closed on him and he's gone.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Smith all on his own. Myers. No one deserves to lose. It's been a tremendous contest. McAndrew smashes it out of there. Berry, is that holding the ball? Keys, they have absolutely spifflicated him. Laird, Bennett can't mark. Cook knew the tackle was coming.
They're tackling with great intent.
Edwards with a deft tap. Clark, Mullen, he's gone. The Crows have denied them the corridor. Close. It's a tough game.
He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. They want ball, but they're not going to get it.
Important clearance here. Smith, the Cats have been gallant. Cameron on a lead. Gives it everything. Punched away. Volcan, a bit of a panicked handball. Curtin, a chance to clear now. Anyone's ball. Martin, desperate to win it back. Henry.
It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle.
The Cats have been gallant. Can they get their noses in front? Edwards showing his skills. Clark.
Bad kicking there, out on the full.
If you get that much of the footy, you're bound to turn it over once in a while.
Cook in the clear. The Crows finishing strongly. And that's a letdown. Clever kick.
Paul Khan, again with a superior judgment. What's he got on offer? He might have thought about the corridor. Baldwin clears the area. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Stengel, Mullen. They could be in front in a minute. Curtin, we've seen that before. Polkinghorn. He's missed it.
You have to wonder how paid professionals can miss those sorts of goals.
No time like the present. Paul Khan works hard to present. Dawson can keep it moving. Little one to half back. Thilthorpe. He's lost it. There are only two ways you can dispose of it, and he did neither.
He's suggesting he got something on it. Oh, I'm not sure he did.
Paul Khan showing why he's such a good defender. Well-weighted kick. Have they weathered the storm? He hasn't been himself today. Greenwood presents in space. His field kicking is normally first rate. He's caught. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. Edwards palms it down. Henry. Martin. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. Paul Khan marks on the last line of defence. Can he hit a target? Martin makes good contact. Clean pickup. Normally delivers. Cook. Terrific tackle. Goes laterally. In no man's land. This is a hotly contested footy. The Crows moving the ball well. He's been quiet. Fogarty has got off the chain. Miller in the right spot. Dawson. Foot race on the wing. Laird cops some unwanted attention. Mullen heads them off at the pass. That's skillful. Martin, his hand passing is a weapon. Not a great kick. Misses the target and it's out of play.
Good close match this, with no sign yet that either side is going to crack.
McAndrew wins it. Saligo. It's not a fair fight. They've bottled it up. McAndrew got his palm to it, like Batman and Robin. Berry, no easy exit. The Crows are absorbing a lot of pressure here.
Both sides have lacked polish, but the endeavour from both has been sensational.
Clark, big tackle laid. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly.
Both sides making their fair share of mistakes. It's just a matter of who can punish the opposition the most.
Saligo, Laird. They've put themselves under pressure. Takes him high.
Straight in front, should not miss.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
The Cats are really taking it to them today. Edwards, he is simply too good. Henry, the Crows have won it back. Keys, quality delivery by foot.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
They need this, but the moment gets the better of him.
The Cats can't fall into the trap of trying to save the game. They need to keep taking it on.
Looking for a quick transition. Stanley has found some space. Good kick. They're moving the footy well here. Doesn't often waste it. The non-preferred lets him down.
He had much more time than he thought. That's a really poor result.
Alarm bells are ringing.
To put them back in front.
The lead might be changing hands again. It does.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
Hey, Riley Effort, 18, a.k.a. King of the Riley and the King of the AFL. If you're watching this video, this stream, if you need a new inclusive team for either mid-season or next season,
Henry,
come to the mighty Appleton Raggies, brother. We're a great inclusive, we're a great team. Zach's a great, my coach Zach's a great coach. He's got a premiership next to his name in 2024. He's
He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle.
He's one of the finalists for Inclusive Football Coach of the Year in 2024.
Smashes it out of there. Rankin. Will the umpire pluck a free kick?
Plus as well,
he struggled to make an impact
he owns a disability. He's a director for a disability provider by the name of Targap Support Services, and they're a great company.
Doing what he does best.
Alongside his business partner Sam Blagora, who was also once the Upperton Inclusive Coach a few years ago.
Very good account of themselves.
McAndrew slaps it out.
And plus as well, we'll get the chance to be teammates.
Hard work of it. Gets his kick despite the heat. Well played. Rankin. They're building something dangerous
We've got the best facilities in the league.
Brown
as Matt said.
Rochelle, when one tackle just won't
got a gym.
You can't get rid of it. They want
facilities are like AFL standard.
It might all come down to who can win this stoppage. Clark, O'Sullivan, blasts away. Paul Khan takes an excellent
still
grab.
got
Saligo
a few
working
players
hard
coming.
and presenting well.
We've got some great players like Greenwood and Papiano come back to the team.
No way back for them if this goes through.
You play with the chip. Apple's going to be a great club for us to team up at Wales. Anyways,
he can dispatch them here. He's flushed it, and that's the ball game.
It's up to you to protect yourself to the side, and I'm happy with whatever you choose.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Dangerfield. He'll work all day. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Saligo with a chance to run. What's he got on offer? Going for territory. No mark. Nemi accepted the invitation. Dangerfield. He's hit up the lead. That's a useful ball. Henry has charged into space. Searching kick. Cook read that well. The Crows look to be coming home strong. Thumped away. Bennett couldn't burst through. Run down, great chase.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
The Cats might be about to start something. Close, all on his own. Martin pushes into space and receives the footy. Henry feeling the heat. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Mullen kicks inside the forward 50. McAndrew saves the day. Crows are premiers. They had to come from behind at three-quarter time to do it. This is an instant classic. What a game. Huff's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, Huff?
That was a grand final from the top shelf. It had everything. Big marks, big goals, crunching tackles, lead changes, swings in momentum, and of course, it was close on the scoreboard.
And they have the Crows winning 2026.
What a finish to a great
season.
season.
That is the first
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Huff.
This should be the first, could be the first to fall on the line. Long awaited taste of the Premiership Cup coming for the Crows. Greenwood wins the Brownlow medal. Fogarty and Jaden Bevel had great seasons as well. Greenwood made the All-Australian team. We've lost Jones, Maley, Shoal, Wallace and Butts. First, let's do a deal with Essendon. Well, we'll trade Riley O'Brien, pick 46 and 64. Philly's done his time at the Crows. Another ambassador for Bedford out the door. This time to the Bombers. This time he's off to the Bombers. He's off to the Bombers now. Could this be enough to bring Lockie Neal over to the Crows despite interest from Collingwood? The ante, before the Magpies do. 2-year deal. And looks like we got Lockie Neal for the next 2 seasons for the Crows. This deal with the Saints. We'll send Zach Taylor. Mitch Hinge. And Luke Pedler. I think Billy did. Oh, hang on. We'll probably send. And so we got the Zach Bailey deal done from the Saints, but from the Lions. Hard to tell who I could want to trade. this is still St Kilda. We'll send Luke Nankervis, Zach Taylor. Oscar Ryan. Let's send Zach Taylor to another club. I said it, let's say maybe Brisbane. Billy Dowling. Charlie Edwards might struggle for game time. Possibly sitting behind all these good players. Oh, this part of a free team trade, as a part of a huge trade. Which could say Saints superstar / Foss Williams medalist. Still could say modern day Woodville West Times legend. Plus Foss Williams medalist Riley Farmer. Become a Crow for 2027. This could be Draper's chance to shine. Get a chance in the pecking order. Pedler could do with some more game time. Could do more game time at another club. Maybe somewhere like the Brisbane Lions. As Luke Pedler and Zach Taylor are making their way to Brisbane. For a couple more picks. Possibly to replace Charlie Edwards. Whatever, to replace Oscar Ryan. And Luke Nankervis. Just send a pick to Port for Miles Bergman. Remember that kick he did to Fogarty last showdown, in that one showdown? That was a late kick, that one. We'll keep on for another season. We can't lose any more defenders. We might send Cotton over to Hawthorn. Maybe for no, he ain't there anymore. He's at Melbourne. Hawthorn got Harrison Petty. No, let's not bother. Well, Sparrow's gone to join Petrarca. Chandler's gone to join Oliver at Giants. Crows have also traded Indy Cousin to Essendon for a future fourth round pick. That way, Zach Bailey can get 33. Oh, a few engineering cats have retired. And Texas hung up the boats. What do we need with pick 23? We'll need another defender, so we'll get this Waylon Simon from Woodville West Torrens. We're going to need a future ruck. Go with Fitzpatrick. So from the Crows, we have relisted James Borlace. We're going to need some defensive depth. Something out of Arnie. Well, shame Melbourne club's not taking a guy named Melbourne. Well, Brisbane have just drafted Jordan Barnes. It's O'Malley's still available. The Farmer brothers. Both brothers of Riley have been picked up by the both been picked in the draft. The Crows will retake Finbar Maley. Vulcan's moving to 44. Aussie coming on now with 13. Texas old number. Neil gets 11. Farmer gets 19. Bergman set for 10. We'll move on to 22. McAndrew still gets 42. Stop. Next 2, 28. Done. Swapping some players to get Egan to come to the Crows. Ballard, Smith, Wilcar, McKay. We're all gone to Port. It's 21, 22, 29. Okay, so Cole Harvey, South players were at training. Hopefully, mate can be able to, Riley can be able to. Does Riley know about the South players training in the club? About your club. Chips. Well, the Fries are basically reunited one shot. Oh my day! Oh my days! What a betrayal for them! What a betrayal! What a betrayal! And this one, Tilly Schultz, quitting the power to join the Crows. We got to deal with Collingwood. Then Cronin, Louise, Jones. Pick 36. Let's do a trade with Carlton. We'll send Munyon over to the Baggers. Well, she went to pop. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? When Schultz says to go to put Poppy, Schultz goes to Port Adelaide. We just tried it for a sister. Oh my days. That's pretty funny, isn't it? That's pretty funny, isn't it? No. Birdie's a can't birdie, basically broken up. In this save. House gone the north, and a group partner's gone to the Crows. Just for a pick. Look at that, the Crows. Big Scousy up had picked up content creator. Alana Scousy at pick number 2. So we just relisted Sarah Allen. Go with Aiden O'Neill. Sydney Reeves, Sophia Pierce. We didn't need any more mids. Signed the Guernsey numbers. Anyways, up to the 2027 season. Now we move on to now we're in the 2027 season. Still second on the ladder. An 8-2 record as we head to the mid-year draw. It's dub season in 2027. Oh, Bazinga. Bazinga, we just won both games at the Cartery. Saints. That's comfortable. That should be a comfortable win. Got double jump. Finished second. So we versus Sydney in the qualifying final. Upgrade the turf a bit. We'll put Farmer in at half forward. Zach Bailey. Get him in instead of Archie. Bergman in instead of Laird. Sully. We'll put Sully in. Spencer Fogarty. Well, easily disposed the Swans. I reckon this might be it for the Greenwood, Bennett, Brown, Holy Trinity after this season. We got to sign off of the Premiership. Ben Keys is staying on 5 more years in Adelaide. Bez is re-signed. Rankin's also re-signed. Rankin's re-signed. Bond. I reckon Laird will retire. Toby Murray has re-signed as well. Up to the senior list. McAndrew's re-signed. Prelim, we got Geelong. the back-to-back dream is still alive. This time we got Fremantle in the grand final. This time we got the Dockers. Fogarty's back. Back for the granny. Case of too many cooks in the kitchen. Case of too many cooks in the kitchen. So we move Robbie Farmer to the back line. The Crows with the gold premiership logo. We got Fremantle in the grand final. Sam Berry should be the man attack Murphy Reed. And get us to back-to-back. Back with Otto and the Crow.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football.
It's great to have you with us at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Fremantle and Adelaide. This is the day when dreams come true, when hearts are broken, when reputations are enhanced or diminished. For some, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And here come the visitors. Daniel Harford is with me. Hello, Harf. What can we expect from this match?
G'day, Hutto. I'm going with the Crows. Not the popular pick, but I just think they're a bit more settled and well placed to counter the opposition's strengths. I can see this one going down to the final minutes.
Thanks, Harf.
Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle.
The Crows' biggest ever win against the Dockers stands at 117 points in round 15, 2009 at Amy Stadium. The scoreline, a barely believable 19-16-130 to 1-7-13. 12 Crows players registered 20 disposals or more,
while Jason Paul-Pleasure and Kurt Tippett booted 5 goals each. Ryan Murphy had the distinction, if you want to call it that, of kicking the Dockers' only goal, which came in the third quarter. Their score of 13 remains the club's lowest in history.
Who lives the dream and who lives the nightmare?
Darcy wins the first hit out.
Now it's someone else's problem. McAndrew. They're a big chance here. Rochelle, great hands there. The aerialist will battle for this ball. McVie had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot.
Danger averted, frantic defence.
I don't think he was under sufficient pressure there.
Clark brings it back in. Jackson has found some space. Careful with the kick. McVie throws it on the boot.
Sarong, they are hunting the ball carrier.
We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball.
Darcy wins it. Crouch
Doesn't often waste it. Sees something he likes.
They've got them on the overlap. McVie doing what he does best. Chapman. No way through there, and they'll reset. Darcy gets his hand to it. Reed. They have absolutely spifflicated him. Sarong. Can he find a teammate? Erasmus on a lead. Neat little worm burner. This is good ball movement.
His field kicking is normally first rate.
Big tackle laid. They've bottled it up. McAndrew wins the hit out. Absorbs the pressure.
We've got another stoppage.
Darcy showing his skills. Reed, Crouch.
Farmer making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Only a question of who will get the goal.
Good disciplined defence.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Rucks go at it. Neal finds himself deep in defence. McAndrew. Who's front and centre? Chapman spills out in the tackle. Sarong gathers. Gets the kick away. Dudley. Not on my watch, he says. He's escorted the footy over the line.
Both sides are just feeling each other out early.
McAndrew with the tap. Neal. Dawson. He'll feel that one.
It's been a lacklustre affair so far.
McAndrew showing his skills. Berry.
Neither side has really looked like piling on the goals. This one's a slow burn for now.
Darcy punches it out of the ruck. Crouch reads the tap well. Bennett with a steal. Dawson. Chapman takes an excellent grab. Honours the lead. Clever kick. What's he got on offer? Jackson. Solid tackle. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Thilthorpe works hard to present. Neal.
This is good footy. The Crows look sharp early. Cop some unwanted attention.
They're tackling with great intent. Darcy smashes it out of there. Erasmus.
An opportunity here. He's a smart player, but he hasn't struck that as well as he might have. Only a behind.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
Clark tasked with the kick in. He put himself in the line of fire.
challenge.
Desperate defence.
When
When one tackle just won't do. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Good ruck work. Crouch.
He's made a hot start to this match.
May. He's been accosted. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. McAndrew wins the tap. Neal. Bailey manages to get off a handball. Dawson running in support. He's been busy so far. Thilthorpe. The boundary umpire will toss it back inside the 50.
Lots to analyse, Gaz. What stands out?
This isn't the best standard game so far, but the contest is thoroughly enjoyable.
Crouch leading from the front. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. In no man's land. Terrific tackle. You asked for it, you got it. They're tackling with venom today. Punch clear. Met solidly. Dawson, good build-up. Gets his kick despite the heat. Brown is the target, and he marks.
Already some good signs for them with how they're trying to move the football.
Critical contest coming up. That probably should have at least scored. The Dockers might be about to start something. Sarong can keep it moving. Quality delivery by foot. A chance to clear now. Well played. Good handball. May lowers the eyes. Frederick, dangerous to leave on his own. Dudley makes position.
He can put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
Can he give them the lead? No, he can't.
Perhaps if the target had been the side of a barn, he'd have had more chance. And again, maybe not.
Bergman to bring it back in. Curtin working hard and being rewarded. Tries a safe ball. Good work rate. In no hurry here. That's well played. Bailey, he's wrapped up. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The umpire will have it. Cox palms it down. Brayshaw runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Takes them on. Switkowski is in a better position.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
As simple as it gets.
He'll be eyeing off a bag today if his teammates keep putting it on a platter for him.
The Dockers with the first goal. The big men fly. Erasmus in his natural habitat. They could be vulnerable here. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Pearce got a fist in. Brown, he's having a crack, but that looks like another behind. They've been wasteful.
If they lose this match, bad kicking at goal will be the #1 reason.
They've set up well for the kick-in. McVie with a chance to relieve the pressure. Sarong in the clear. Manages to find a teammate. Chapman all on his own. Jackson, the Dockers, are good with their hands. Sees something he likes. Is anyone home? Brown has got loose. Probing ball. Greenwood outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. He will surely make this count.
Straight in front, should not miss.
No problems there.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
So a goal each. Cox wins it. Erasmus. The midfield battle so important. Crouch. I think he called for that. And we will do it all again. Thilthorpe smashes it out of there. Neal. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? You'll have to earn your kicks today.
If one side can get on top in the clearances here, it'll go a long way towards deciding this match.
Erasmus, May, Darcy. He's got support. Sarong. Into the pocket he goes. Farmer. They must be sick of the sight of that. Keane. That's commitment to the cause. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Darcy gets his hand to it. Neal. Dawson. Taken to ground. The umpire says he had no prior. Darcy punches it out of the ruck. They have a good understanding, those two. The Crows have a chance to push back now. Goes very wide. The kick was centimetre perfect. Tidy ball. They're moving the footy well here. His field kicking is normally first rate. He's hit up the lead. Farmer. That's good work rate. Ignoring the corridor for now. It's a tough game. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Darcy with the tap. Crouch. Erasmus. Thilthorpe. Gathers. Neal. Navigated the traffic. Dawson takes the hand pass. Ryan. Ever reliable. Attracted a crowd. You have to be tough to play this game. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. McAndrew with the tap. Rankin. He's run into trouble. Kicks to space. Jackson. He ran into a brick wall. Some indirect ball movement here. Foot race on the wing. Out of the congestion. Jackson in the right spot at the right time. Thought his way through it. Neal marks. Will he go the bomb? Goes long. Pearce clears the area. Chapman, a bit of a panicked handball. McVee throws it on the boot. Brayshaw. Jackson can run with the footy. This is good ball movement. Neat little worm burner. Dudley has found some space. Voss. Tracy. That's a big play.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Goes goalward, and he's off target.
Well, you can't afford to dwell on it. Just got to make sure you get the next one.
The Crows in front at quarter time. Positives for both sides, and a great game in prospect. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Crows are in front, but there are some danger signs. They're losing contested ball, clearances and inside 50s. In fact, if you just looked at the stats sheet, you'd assume they must be behind. They've got the lead for now, but they'll have to lift if they're going to keep it.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Hey, Drivers. Just look at the 2027 Grand Final for the Dynasty Challenge. Just let's go back to that.
McAndrew with a deft tap. Berry, he's under close attention. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. McAndrew with a deft tap. Brayshaw, Reed, Neal runs onto it. Fogarty had his name written all over it. Chapman, we've seen that before. McVee takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
The Crows conceded the first, but they've been on top since then. Darcy wins the hit out. Erasmus, Brayshaw squeezes the kick. Who's got the wheels? Bolton. He's stopped in his tracks. Stoppage coming up on the wing. McAndrew with a deft tap. Berry. Ball spills free in the tackle. He's besieged. Farmer takes the safe option. Decides to go. Bailey. Is that going out on the full? No, we're behind. And maybe that'll turn out to be handy later on.
They did well to construct that shot at goal, but the inability to convert really let them down.
Looking for a quick transition. Good thinking and good execution too. Sarong on a lead. That's a well-placed kick. It's a bad mistake. What's he got on offer? Kicks inside the forward 50. Darcy, Chapman, dealt with the pressure. He's caught. Ryan, working hard and presenting well. The Dockers might be about to start something. They've turned it over. The defence has fallen down. Pearce spoils. Good-looking kick. No one can mark. Rankin, he's been quiet. Anyone's ball. Neal. The Dockers are under siege. Brown, he'll be sore in the morning. The Crows with a chance for a stoppage goal. McAndrew wins the hit out. That's careless. Can they get something going? The kick is precise. Brayshaw, that might have been dropping the ball. Darcy, Bolton has a paddock in front of him. Reed, he's lost possession. Jackson, Erasmus. Defence 101 there. Dudley, stripped of it. The fans will be happy to see this. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. McAndrew wins it down. Rankin, Brayshaw runs onto it. Almost threw it out. Farmer, no easy exit. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. McAndrew with a deft tap. Reed, it's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dogged it.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Rankin just shoveled it out. Bailey, a quick getaway wasn't possible. The pressure is intense. We'll have yet another stoppage. Jackson gets his hand to it. Reed sharks it. Has to be clean. Rankin runs onto it. Neal working hard and being rewarded. Well-weighted kick. Greenwood. This is a big opportunity. It looks a well-oiled forward line.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
Kicks it goal, and that's travelling straight over the goal umpire's hat.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
Both sides are cracking in hard at the present time. It's a great contest. Rankin, Neal. It's no place for the faint-hearted. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. McAndrew, the winner there. That's a bruising tackle.
The Crows are arguably in front on the scoreboard because they've been more efficient with the footy.
Jackson with the tap. Brayshaw, May. It's hard to work out what they're trying to do here. The kick is a poor one. Brown has found some space. Delivers it inside 50. Ryan had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. May! Great hands there. Voss, all on his own. Just has to hit a target. Jackson, strong grab.
That's mark number 4, and he's putting together a decent game.
Needs that to come back, and it does.
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
One kick game again. The big men fly. Erasmus, Berry, intercepts. Ryan with the big fist. Reed, Curtin gets in the way. Can he impose himself on the match? Greenwood, accuracy and distance might both be problems here. He's off target.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Chapman tasked with the kick in. McVie pushes into space and receives the footy. Sarong takes a beauty. Brayshaw picking their way through. Curtin wins it back. Great mark. He's generally a good kick. That's well played. Quality delivery by foot. The Crows looking ominous. Punched away. Berry kicking for his first. Snap at goal, one behind.
The margin could certainly have been greater. They've been really wasteful.
No time like the present. Clark with a chance to relieve the pressure. His field kicking is normally first rate. Brayshaw, Keys, read that one right off the boot. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. McAndrew is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
Goals haven't exactly flowed so far, so this would be valuable.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
They're doing plenty right, just not putting it on the scoreboard.
The Dockers are under siege at the moment. McVie, they're moving the footy well here. Good kick. Switkowski kicks to centre wing. Chapman, dangerous to leave on his own. Delivers it inside 50. Amos is so strong one-on-one. Bolton getting involved. He's done brilliantly. Keane tries to bulldoze his way through. The ump calls for the footy close to goal. McAndrew wins the hit out. Bailey, Saligo. They're handball happy at the moment. Rankin, Dawson, good tackle. You asked for it, you got it. They've bottled it up. McAndrew showing his skills like Batman and Robin. Dawson, Bennett, Ryan making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Manages to get off a handball. Curtin displaying great endeavour. Can they beat them back to goal? Hurried kick goes very wide. That's a missed opportunity.
He hasn't had nearly enough of the ball to get away with that.
Honours the lead. The Crows guarding the corridor. Erasmus with a chance to run. Turned over on centre wing. They've opened them up here. They're moving the footy quickly. Fogarty uses the body well. Just needs an accurate kick now.
Can he right the ship for them? Their kicking a goal has really let them down.
Leans back and drills it.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Crows with a steadying goal. Darcy wins the tap. Crouch. Reed. Conservative kick. Keen to get the ball moving. Can he hit a target? That's an impressive mark. May. Darcy. Slick hands. Cox was committed to the contest. Switkowski is good in these situations. It's going close. He's found the woodwork.
Those are the kinds of opportunities you really need to take.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Greenwood can keep it moving. Careful ball movement. Fogarty has found some space. Got a little time here. Greenwood works hard to present. Waiting for someone to come at him. Fogarty all alone in the centre square. Michelani. That's good work rate. Saligo in the clear on centre wing. The Crows moving the ball well. Who's at home? Bailey couldn't quite. Reed in heavy traffic. Thought his way through it. May harassed into an error. Rochelle desperate to win it back. Looking for two in a row. The sprint is on. Pearce mops that one up. Ryan had his name written all over it. Clark running in support. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Darcy slaps it out. Crouch. Reed. There are only two ways you can dispose of it, and he did neither.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
Tidy ball. Clark clears the area. McVie. Terrific forward pressure. Concedes ground.
Sometimes taking these half chances can make all the difference.
Outside of the boot. He loves these, but that one is not his best.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Half-time, and it's been a dour struggle so far. Not a lot of highlights, but at least we have a close one. Time to check in with Gary.
We've got two hungry midfields going head-to-head, and there's very little to choose between them at the moment. If one can get on top, even for 10 minutes, it could make a big difference. Both forward lines look capable of taking advantage of additional supply.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Big clearance to win here. Crouch, Brayshaw.
They are hunting the ball carrier.
Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters.
Cox has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard.
May, who can run onto this and pump it forward? Brayshaw.
The Dockers have had enough of the ball, but they haven't been as efficient with it as they would have liked.
Cox showing his skills. Reed, he's been accosted. There was no way past that tackle, and we'll have another stoppage. Important clearance here. Crouch, clever kick. He's hit up the lead.
What's he got on offer?
Probing ball.
Michelini,
Little one to half-back.
time to turn on the Jets.
They've put themselves under pressure. Met solidly. He's been run down like a wildebeest.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
That's a bit of a gift. Kicks inside the forward 50. Brayshaw might fancy himself here. Tracy, no one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
He's missed a couple now. Might just bring a few doubts into his head.
Bergman to bring it back in. On such moments, do close games often swing.
This would give him a shot of confidence.
That's offline. Didn't really give it a chance.
I just wonder how many more chances like that they're going to get.
Michelini tasked with the kick in. Greenwood in the clear. Can he find a teammate? Good thinking and good execution too. The Crows can build something here. Bennett, Curtin in the right spot. Dishes it off. Rankin, Rochelle. He's been quiet. Keys, he's taken a beauty. Into the pocket he goes. Dawson on the end of it. They are cutting them up with their ball movement.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
It's banana time, and he does it easily.
Some good ball movement there created that opportunity, and a cool finish as well.
The Crows by 15. McAndrew wins it out of the centre. Dawson, Neal with time. And we will do it all again. McAndrew with a deft tap. Neal. Rankin needs a good decision. Farmer working hard and being rewarded. That's well played. Keys on a lead. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. The kick lets them down. Can he be the fire starter? They've given it up. Takes the short option. Keen to get the ball moving. The Crows are playing some great footy. Pearce can't mark. Reed under pressure. Switkowski, Clark, Fogarty gets to it first. Saligo, he's set upon. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Darcy wins the tap. Reed. The Crows on the ball now.
That's commitment to the cause. Neither side able to clear the footy.
Darcy showing his skills. Crouch reads the tap well. Michelini takes an excellent grab. Greenwood has got loose. Searching kick. McAndrew. That one was always his.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
Whatever their score ends up being today, it'll be at least 5 points short of what it should have been.
Looking for a quick transition. The kick was centimetre perfect.
Brayshaw has charged into space. That's good vision. The Dockers are out of trouble.
What's he got on offer?
Doesn't often waste it. Greenwood intercepts on centre wing. Saligo. The Crows are bringing great energy. Ryan is calm in a crisis. This will be coming straight back.
According to some of these fans, all he had to do was kick it 60 metres on his non-preferred to a player on the other side of the ground in his blind spot while being tackled. Easy.
He's very comfortable with these, and that's why.
The Crows are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
The Crows have taken control of it. McAndrew wins the hit out. Dawson, Neal, Clark spoils. Terrific tackle. He'll be sore in the morning. He's drawn a crowd. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. Darcy, the winner there. They've got good chemistry, those two. Brayshaw. Kicks to space. Dudley, dangerous to leave on his own. They've got to get a wriggle on. Tracy, working hard and presenting well.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
He's a good set shot, and he's buried that one.
They'll be looking for more of that. If they get it, they'll be in front in no time.
The Dockers haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. The big men fly. Dawson, Neal. I've liked his game today. Bouncing ball. Young has it now on centre wing. He's had little impact so far. Honours the lead. Bergman with a terrific mark deep in defence. Bennett with a chance to run. Neal pushes into space and receives the footy. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Well played. What's he got on offer? He'll pump them into attack once more. McAndrew dealt with the pressure. Keys. Fogarty has taken a terrific mark.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
They get full value for a deep entry.
The big forward is threatening to blow this game apart.
The Crows clearly didn't read the script. They were supposed to struggle today. Berry cops some unwanted attention. Squeezes the kick. Anyone's ball. Michelini. He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
Bolton. Here's real danger now. Got to get rid of it. He's got support. Worrell. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Thumped away. Cox. He's wrapped up. You have to be tough to play this game. They're tackling with great intent. The two big men do battle. Reed, crouch, delivers it inside 50, leaves it behind. That's poor play. Michelini, McAndrew, all alone in the centre square. The Crows moving the ball well. They can smell victory. Who's front and centre? Bailey. He hasn't been himself today. In no man's land. It's a desperate tackle. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. It's been a great duel between the two big men. McAndrew feeling the heat. The non-preferred lets him down.
Not much going right for them at the moment. He's covering so much territory with that elite work ethic. He's arguably best on ground at this stage.
Kicking for his first. Fogarty, that's one for the highlights reel.
The Crows have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Through it goes.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Crows have one hand on the cup. McAndrew palms it down. Erasmus. They're tackling with venom today. The two big men do battle. Crouch. Punched that like he meant it. Saligo. Michelini. Can he get a kick away? Centre square. Loose ball. The Crows have winners everywhere. Picking their way through. Hilthorpe has a vice-like grip.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
Good-looking kick. That'll do. It's a goal.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
The Crows with a late one on the verge of three-quarter time. The big men fly. Berry. Saligo. Advantage paid. McAndrew. Can he hit a target? He would have fancied his chances from there. Ryan. Ever reliable. Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
They're just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. The Crows came in confident, but I'm not sure even they expected they would be this far in front with a quarter to play. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The Dockers have just got to start hitting the scoreboard. They've stood up well defensively, given what they're up against, but they look impotent forward of the ball. A couple of quick goals can turn this around and put a different kind of pressure on the opposition. Scoreboard pressure, which is still the greatest pressure there is in football.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Cox slaps it out. Crouch leading from the front. Brayshaw. Jackson makes the kick look okay. Not a lot of positives today. Keane loves the hard stuff. Bergman. The Crows are red hot at the moment. Sarong picks off the pass. Tracy is in the clear and marks uncontested.
That's mark number 4, and he's putting together a decent game.
They desperately need a goal. They won't get it there. It's a poster. Never looked like being a goal. Takes the safe option. I think that was just a poor kick, but he's been penalised for insufficient intent.
Insufficient intent or skill error? You decide. To kick the easiest of goals.
Can he bend this through? Yes, he can.
They haven't been at their best today, but they're hanging in there, and maybe that goal can ignite them.
The Dockers with a much-needed goal. The big men fly. Bailey, got to get it forward now. McAndrew delivers it inside 50. Keys is hard to beat one-on-one. Greenwood got to the right position and hung on.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
He has produced one of the individual performances of the season.
The Dockers need a miracle now. Cox, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. They're a big chance here. Cox had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Clever kick. Good thinking and good execution too. Tidy ball. He's hit up the lead. Doesn't often waste it. No one can mark. Greenwood. Does under pressure. Neal. The fans will be happy to see this. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. McAndrew slaps it out. Crouch. Bergman making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Jackson. They've got the game won, but they're refusing to let up. Cox. They won't blame him. Crouch. Sarong. Tracy. Lays it off. The team physios will be working overtime. It's loose inside the 50. Saligo showing some pace. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Cox wins the tap. Crouch. Brayshaw. May. Voss in the forward pocket can have a shot.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
There's one crack papered over. McAndrew smashes it out of there. Berry, Neal, that might have been dropping the ball. Crouch, desperate to win it back. Time to turn on the Jets. They've put themselves under pressure. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. Stoppage coming up on the wing. McAndrew with a deft tap. Has to be clean. Neal, clean pickup. Bailey, I felt that one from here. We will do it all again. Punch clear. Crouch, he's been a shining light. Young, you can't question his commitment. When one tackle just won't do. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. McAndrew with the tap. Bailey. Greenwood should be in the votes today. Dawson. Neal with time. Rochelle lurking menacingly. He's stopped in his tracks.
I'd love to see these sides throw the game open and create some goals.
Good ruck work. He's caught. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The two big men do battle. Bailey under pressure. Can they beat them back to goal? Farmer takes the short option. Lace out. Great footy.
A goal here will shut the door on them.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
Surely that shut the gate on them.
We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. Darcy has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Sarong can send them into attack. Young, well played. Tight thing here. Punched away. Throws it on the boot. Switkowski clears the area. Clark couldn't get an effective disposal. McAndrew, Dawson, Curtin outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They're playing with purpose and poise. Dawson has charged into space. Rochelle, this is good footy. Penetrating ball. Cook, it's no place for the faint-hearted. He's drawn a crowd. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. McAndrew with a deft tap. Berry, the Dockers, under great pressure. The Crows are giving them nothing. Darcy gets his hand to it. Solid tackle.
The Dockers have been enormously disappointing. I don't think the coach has any answers from what I can see.
Darcy slaps it out. Crouch, Reed, Brayshaw. That's a well-placed kick. Frederick on a lead. Voss. This deserves a goal. Michelani didn't need to be asked twice. You asked for it, you got it. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. McAndrew wins it down. Bailey, will the umpire pluck a free kick? Great tackling technique there. Punch clear. Cook, read it best. Saligo needs a good decision. Greenwood just had to get it out. Curtin, the Dockers are chasing tail. May mops that one up. Michelini is proving hard to pass. Crouch, he hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
He's done the work of two players today. It's been a brilliant effort.
The Dockers need to follow that goal up. The big men fly. Cook, Saligo runs onto it and can drive them into attack. This is good ball movement. They've picked their way through. Fogarty is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
He couldn't believe
That's about it. I think Adelaide won the 2027 Premiership back to back.
He hasn't looked like missing today. Here's another. Oh, I put the moz on him.
That's his first blemish. He's been kicking very well.
Trying to catch them out. Tumbles a punt towards the boundary line. Good work rate. The Dockers might be about to start something. Crouch has found some space. Brayshaw gets his kick despite the heat. Seizes the moment. Probing ball. Who's front and centre? Thilthorpe navigated the traffic. Bailey, Bennett, looking to get it down there quickly. Well, I suppose if you're going to turn it over, that's not the worst place. McVee with a chance to run. Sarong all on his own, picking their way through. The Dockers are out of trouble. His field kicking is normally first rate. The kick is precise. Frederick marks inside 50 and can have a shot. Great play. Bergman, we've seen that before. Taken to ground. We'll have a forward 50 stoppage. Chance for a late goal. Darcy, the winner there. Like Batman and Robin. Sarong. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Darcy wins it. He's not one to take a backward step. He's got another one.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The Dockers have fought it out. That's a good sign. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Bailey, Saligo, who's got the wheels? He's under close attention. I don't think he meant to smother it. Bailey gathers it cleanly on the wing. I've liked his game today. Thilthorpe has a way of drawing the footy. Clever kick. The Dockers have been caught napping. This will be touch and go. It's there!
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
It's just about time for them to celebrate. What a performance this has been. Erasmus, they should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Saligo, he's a dynamo. Cook. Berry, it's a tough game. Ball up. Final siren not far away. Darcy with a deft tap. Crouch. Reed, that's not ideal. Seizes the moment. May, working hard and being rewarded. Cox, normally creative. Defence 101 there. Fogarty collects the half volley. Kicks to space. Greenwood, great body work. The Crows could probably have won by more, but the truth is they had this one sewn up early. What did you make of that match, Half?
The Crows were challenged early, but it never really felt like they were going to lose today. Their stars stood up and led the way, and every player played their role. It's a true team performance that's given their season the reward it deserved.
OK then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Half.
That's 2 in a row for the Crows. Well, Jordan Dawson's been our best performer this year, so was Lachlan Neal. I won the Coleman with Jaden kicking 31. Three Crows, maybe All-Australian team. We're in the 2028 off season. Got the free agency period. We'll promote Bailey to the senior list. Get the most rookie list promotion. So we got a trade offer proposed. Nope. I'm happy to get Jordan Clark, but we're not losing Zach Bailey. We're happy to lose Hinge. 37. Pigs of the Doctors. So we can get Jordan Clark. And we're happy to lose Hinge to Fremantle. Clark could be a great replacement for Laird. The Crows. So we promoted Welsh to the senior list as well. No, we're not losing Nick Murray to the Power. We'll send Rory Laird off to Carlton. Season 3. We're into season 3 now of this Dynasty. Not that season's very lost season. So we say goodbye to one of the older guard, Rory Laird. He's heading off to Carlton at the end of the year. Six-year deal for Phil Thorpe. Zach Bailey staying on until 2034. Ainsley signed. Really kind of done our off-season business for season 2. Now we're on to the draft. So myself, Rainey and Drayster. We're all heading off to the sunset and now retired. Yeah, I did. Heard about what happened with Modra. Hopefully he gets well soon. I wish him a speedy recovery. Now we're into the rookie draft. Got McIntosh. Got Wesley. Got Parker and Chase. I'll give Jordan Clark the #1 shirt. Keynes get 44. I don't know, women's team there this season. Well, got ousted in the prelim against West Coast. Slogs by North in the grand final. Got Henderson. Tucker. McGregor. And that is where we're going to end part 1. We'll see you tomorrow.